Hello, third grade. Welcome to your last week of school. I'm going to let you go get your reading book right now and turn to page 126. So go ahead and pause this, get your reading book, please, and turn to page 126. Are you back? Okay. I would like to read the first 4 pages of this new story, The Secret Pony, with you so that you have the right amount of pages to finish out the school year and also finish the story. It's called The Secret Pony. It's unattributed, which means we aren't going to know the author's name, but it's illustrated by Kathy Flung. The Stahl family left their home in Germany in 1741 and sailed for America. They purchased land outside Philadelphia, that's in Pennsylvania class, and began to build a farm. Within a year, a sturdy house and barn stood on the land. The family turned their attention to the building fences and farming. For the youngest son, the fences couldn't be built fast enough. So that's just the introduction that you can find at the top right-hand corner. Now, it says Lost Pony. Let's go ahead and get reading. The sun was shining and the birds were singing, but 10-year-old Jacob Stahl hardly noticed the beauty around him. It was market day, and his brothers Ernst and Hans were loading the wagon. They chattered as he herded the family's cows from the huge red barn. "Nothing ever happens to me," Jacob said to himself as the last cow left the barn. "Milk the cows, take them to pasture, bring them home before supper, milk them again. My days never change." Jacob grumbled all the way to the pasture. The herd of cows spread out across the green grass, the bells around their necks clanging as they lowered their noses and began grazing. Jacob plopped down into the sweet-smelling clover. Are you still following with me? I'm on page 127 at the top. Let's see what Jacob says next. "I can't wait until the fences are done," he said to the cows. "Then you will be put in the pasture, and I can do something besides sit here all day." Jacob forgot about the bull roar he had made yesterday and the flutter mill that still whirled down in the stream. He forgot about the cave he had found and kept for his secret place. All he could think about was that he couldn't go to the market with his brothers. Suddenly, Jacob sat up. A tiny reddish-brown pony with a coal-black mane and tail was galloping toward him. I'm on page 128. Well, this is something different in his day. Jacob whistled. "She's beautiful," he said out loud. At the sound of Jacob's whistle, the pony stopped in her tracks and stared at the boy. Then she arched her neck, shook her head, and galloped off. Jacob held his breath while the pony swerved in and out of the cows. The cows just flickered their tails and kept eating. Where did she come from? Jacob wondered. The pony lay down and rolled over and over in the soft grass. Each time Jacob tried to get near the pony, she snorted, laid her ears back, and galloped away. At last Jacob sat quietly and watched her graze beside the cows. "I'll catch you on the morrow," he said. "Won't everyone be surprised when I come home leading a pony?" The next morning Jacob was dressed 5 minutes before his mother called him. He beat Ernst downstairs and helped Hans milk the cows. Then he gobbled down his breakfast. "Why are you in such a hurry?" asked his father in German. "It's spring," said Jacob. He drank the last drop of creamy milk, leaving a white mustache on his upper lip. "I want to go to the pasture with Jacob," said 9-year-old Abigail. Jacob sighed with relief when his mother shook her head. "We must clean the house," Frau Stahl reminded her daughter. She turned to Jacob and added, "Wipe your mouth, son." Jacob rubbed the back of his hand across his milk. He grabbed a hunk of bread, some cheese, and an apple. Then he put on his hat and ran to the barn. As he walked behind the cows a few minutes later, Jacob thought of just the right name for the pony. "Molasses," said Jacob, thinking of his mother's thick reddish-brown molasses. "That's what I'll call her. Molasses." Okay, I ended on page 129. He has a cool secret out in his pasture, doesn't he? I think probably now he's pretty thankful that he's the one that takes the cows out to pasture and watches them all day. So you're going to start on page 130 and continue reading this story. Now, my picture of a pony is just a baby. It looks like his pony's a little bit older and thicker, but I found one that had the right coloring, and so this must have been the secret pony when she was just a baby. I guess he's going to name her Molasses. Well, you're going to read the next 3 pages of the story, and again, by the end of the week, you'll get to find out what happens in the whole story. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will talk to you in a minute with your vocabulary words. Goodbye.